Hey, how's it going? I hope you had a good week last week on the Lost Ark Jumpstart servers. I hope you didn't get gatekept that much. And today I would like to talk about a new thing that just popped up after today's maintenance. Well, new for those of you who are new to the game in general, and that is the ARK Pass. I would like to teach you if it's worth it, which rewards you should choose from whenever you do have a choice, and also towards the end of the video, some pro tips as to what should you choose from within the bags that you chose initially, right? The first thing I want to mention is never spend blue crystals on purchasing experience for your ARK Pass. This is literally the dumbest way you can pay to win in Lost Ark. It is so easy to get through these levels and stages, and depending on how many characters you play, within a few weeks you're going to be done with it. Plus, there's many other better ways that you can spend your real money in Lost Ark. Just don't do this. One way that you can get more value out of your more bang for your buck, let's say, is purchasing the premium track of the ARK Pass. Now, this one right here costs $15 or 15 euros, depending on where you're from. And the actual value, if you would be to sort of, let's say, buy every single thing that this gives you, is more around 80 euros or $80. So yeah, this one is worth the 15 bucks if you intend on spending some money on Lost Ark. And lastly, before we jump into the rewards, are the missions. Should you necessarily pay attention to these and see, okay, this one gives me more, less, should I do this, should I focus on this now? Yeah, to a certain degree. There are some missions, especially the ARK Pass, the bigger missions, that might require your special attention. It might not be content that you do on a day-to-day basis, but most of them are like day-to-day things. So yeah, you should take a look here and see, hey, I do want to gather today. So I might as well just do this because it gives me also a lot of XP for my ARK Pass. Now let's get into the rewards. I'm going to take you step by step, every single one. For the first one, you should choose the box of materials. Second one, materials. Third one, potions. Then this is basically up to you. Silver is, in my opinion, as valuable as skipping a day of dailies in that sense. However, most likely I will be choosing the silver myself. Level 6, 7, 8, and 9, I would go for these rewards on the right-hand side, so the consumables and the honing materials, simply because you have plenty of rapport gifts from all sorts of other places, like the weekly exchange shop, the Mokoko one, the Super Express, etc., etc. And so you really just don't need that much. Level 11, I would choose the box, materials here. Here I would actually go for the consumables, simply because we have plenty of Guyana's tokens and Procleon's tokens that are given for free. Here I would go for the honing materials again. Level 16, 17, 18, and 19, this is actually debatable. Maybe gambling on Yoz's jar could potentially give you a legendary skin that you could potentially keep for after the merge and then sell it for quite a nice amount of gold. So I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave this up to you. Level 21. I would go for the materials. Materials here also. Materials here, it's debatable. This one makes your gathering be faster. However, 1 million silver is more important than you gathering at twice the speed. We have card packs, level 26, I would go for the materials, 27 materials. 28, it starts being debatable. I completely dislike this pack of cards that can give you any from legendary to white, and this one is the same. So here for me it's a no-brainer. And so as important as 16 pouches of shards might be, I would still go for this choice right here. And here I'm gonna actually leave it up to you. If you feel lucky, then choose this. If you don't, then just go for the leap stones. And then finally at the end, this is a no-brainer. It's the legendary card pack, because 25 Fions means absolutely nothing. Now, having gone through all of the levels, I do want to take a couple of minutes at the end of the video to sort of open your eyes to what's possible when you are selecting the various types of rewards from within a box. If you think about it, the most obvious answer is to choose whatever you need now, because I need it and I'm going to choose it. Thank you for the help. That's a good idea. Another idea would be to choose the highest tier material possible from every box. Not just the leap stones, but also the armor and weapon stones. That's also a good idea, because at that stage, when you're going to get there, it's going to be very hard to hone. And every little bit of help goes a long way. Another idea, though, would be to use these materials for your ults, because you do have two characters that, you know, are being helped to reach item level 1540, and even if the process is not absolutely instant, it's quite fast. And so having more characters or trying out more classes, either for yourself or to get them to a decent level where they can also start taking part in the Legion raids. The same things as you do with your two Super Mokoko Express characters. You can also do them with a third, a fourth, a fifth, and you can obviously get more gold, more drops, more chances at the Fate Ember, more of this and more of that. So this is another good idea, simply because your Mokoko Express characters might not necessarily need Greater Honor Leapstones, and you do get 4 times more Greaters than you get Marvelous ones, so the exchange rate here is quite good. The same goes for the boxes with stones. And the last way of thinking about these rewards that I wanted to mention is looking at the auction house and comparing the prices and the ratio from this box. If your character is currently farming the Greater Honor Leapstones, it's a very good idea to sell them, those that you farm yourself, to sell them on the auction house, because the price is still very good, people still need them, and with the gold that you make, you're gonna buy yourself Marvelous Honor Leapstones. And in case you're missing Greater Leapstones because you're selling your tradable ones, you're gonna select Greaters from here, simply because here the exchange ratio is 4 to 1. You get 4 times more Greaters per box than you get Marvelous ones. But here, it's 1.5 to 1. An even better example would be the Weapon Stones, where, again, you get 1,200 Crystallized Destruction Stones, but the next year you get 360. So this is a 3 to 1 ratio of rewards here. If you look at the auction house, the Crystallized Destruction Stone is more expensive than the next year up, which is the Obliteration Stone. And so selling all of your tradable Destruction Stones that you get in your bag from content and buying twice as many, almost higher tier up, is a great idea. And then from this box, you would actually be selecting the Crystallized Destruction Stone in case you're missing them. But you know what? At the end of the day, all that matters is how long are you planning to stay in Lost Ark? Because if you're just here to get whatever's given for free and just discover the game, try the Legion raids with other players now that you can, and then you just move back to your previous MMO or whatnot, then all of this, selling, looking, hey, it's more expensive, I'm going to sell this, buy the next year now, and then select from the box, it doesn't matter, right? But if you're planning to take Lost Ark as a long-term project and wait for the merge and then continue, then doing all of these little things right starting from the get-go brings a lot of value later down the road, especially if you want to play the game for free. That was also the end of the video. I thank you so much for watching. If you are playing on the European region, on Saturday I'm going to be live. I'm going to be teaching new players the raids. We're going to do Broshaza, Vaikas, Kakul Seidon. We're also going to do a Valtan run. It's 3 of us veterans, and we take the rest as new players. Come join me on twitch.tv/SaivoSan, or you can join our Discord server, and maybe there's a little chance that there would be some free spots for our Legion raids. We have several characters, as the veterans, several characters that we're working on sort of boosting to get to a point where we can teach and carry and do more of the Legion raids together with new players. And that's all I wanted to say for today. I wish you a great day, a nice week, and see you really soon. Take care.